Hi, so I'm looking for a trade right here. We have 2 legs down. We're off the key entry point right now. I'm gonna get my orders ready. Okay. Um. Okay. Are you kidding me? That's not a very good bar. It's off the key entry point. 2 legs back. One, two, three. Fourth bounce. Um. Yeah, I still think I'm gonna wait on a better bar. Hopefully, I think we might get one here. I'd like it to close back into the channel though. But I mean, it doesn't have to. But I need to make this 1 to 2. Yeah, I'll take this. Alright, perfect. I got my order placed. Okay, so basically it's 2 legs back off the key entry point with a perfect signal bar. It's the 4th time holding.
Order filled.
Oh, order's filled. Okay, so now we're in the trade. Um, so yeah, basically we have the range here, and we break out. Most breakouts fail, but this trend did keep holding as we're going higher, and I'm gonna stick with the trend. You know, I'm not gonna try to fade this range, until this uptrend has a break and at least a couple attempts higher. Then I can look to try to fade the range. But I got this entry right off the key entry point. It's almost picture perfect because it has 2 legs back, right off the trend line, with a perfect signal bar. Like, uh, it doesn't get much better than this. So anyway, I guess we'll let this trade play out. So yeah, damn, 30 ticks. That's a lot. What is that? Yeah, 7.5 points. Right? Yeah. 7.5 points. Yeah, I had left the room for a sec, and then this trade right here had happened while I was out of the room, and I was like, ah. I mean, it looks so good just to go for 1 to 1. I wouldn't go for 1 to 2 on it because I would want to get out before these highs. So it looks so good for 1 to 1. This long right here, but I just wasn't in the room. Um, I feel like I would have taken it. Obviously, I can't say for sure, but I feel like I missed a trade there. Alrighty. So yeah, this trade, of course, I will go for 1 to 2 because it's a much better entry. It's a deeper pullback. It's off the key entry point. This one is just off the EMA. A lot more shallow of a pullback. So, and also, of course, the highs here. So okay, we're at 4 points into the trade. I'd like to just get out really fast, which that'd be really nice. Yeah, a few days ago, or a couple days ago, I had a trade that took over an hour. The video is 40 minutes, but that's just because I kept pausing the video and then just letting the trade go by without the video recording because I didn't want to upload an hour-long video because it would take too long, and then the trade just takes forever. But yeah, so that was the longest trade I was in. I got out at break even. It wasn't. I should have known to get out of the trade earlier, but all right, here we go. Let's see. Let's just get out. 30 ticks. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Her. Oh my god. God, I hate it whenever it is just doing that at the very end. It's just going up, going back down. Up, down, up, down. Very annoying. Alright, perfect. There we go. Come on, go higher. Tick higher. This keeps happening. I'm out on the tick again. I mean, oh wait, well, I think I got out on the tick. I don't know. You know, I mean, I've never gotten out on the tick, and then it doesn't tick higher a few seconds later, so I probably didn't get out on the tick. Um, I mean, it doesn't matter, but, you know. Oh, whoops. Alright, let me just put that back. Alright, so this is the risk to reward. 30 tick point, 30 tick reward, 15 tick risk. Um, y'all know I like to go for 1 to 2 whenever I can. If there's a really good reason not to, then I just go for 1 to 1, and I don't go for anything less than 1 to 1 because that is just, I need to have good risk to reward. I mean, there might be some entries that have a high probability of working that you you can't go for a 1 to 1 risk to reward, but that's just really short term. I mean, like if you're like looking at every single tick that goes by, you can get some really small scalps, but I just like to zoom out, look at the bigger picture, and take the entries that you can just see on a bigger picture. Like I don't watch every single tick that goes by and I'm trying to get an entry on every single bar. Like no, I just wait on the big picture stuff and then you know I try to get a 1 to 2 trade, a swing trade if I can. So you know I'd like to see this go a little bit higher because I only got filled by a few ticks there, maybe a point. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed that trade. I'm just gonna go through today now. Um, so here, this is my first trade right here, and let me draw the risk to reward on it. I went for 1 to 2. I was kind of not wanting to go for 1 to 2, but there's there was like a really good reason to, so I couldn't not do it. Basically, we were in this range. I I put my lows. I was trying to figure out where my lows exactly should be. At first I put them here. Eventually I just left them around here. But I put the highs here. I could tell that we're in a range because we're clearly going sideways. The EMA is flat, and then it did react off of it here. And then, so I just figured, okay, well, we're in a range. We have a double top. We rush below the EMA. The bias is down, and this is why I went for 1 to 2. The bias is completely down. So, you know, I thought it was good to go for 1 to 2. I mean, it's not into anything. It's not like there's resistance blocking it. I mean, maybe if these were here, there would be a little bit at the very end, but I really did think that they were here. I mean, the low is definitely here, but it just kind of looks like there's some support right there. But, I just didn't see a reason not to go for 1 to 2. I mean, it's a failed second entry, reversal pattern from this uptrend playing out, off the highs, plenty of room. I mean, I don't see why not to go for 1 to 2. So 7 points on that. Um, Then here, I wish I had gone long here. I watched it go by. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I was nervous to take it because I had this in my mind. We have a very bearish bias, and then I went for a 1 to 2 trade down. So I was just thinking very bearish at this point. But realistically, I should have just realized we are in a range. You know, it's been going sideways for quite a while. I can take longs off the lows, but I didn't take it. It's 2 legs back. We have a downtrend, which I'll draw the bigger stuff. We have a downtrend, break, new low. The downtrend is played out. We're off the key entry point. Um, yeah, something like that. So we're off the key entry point. There's no short-term trend line, and even yeah, I probably would have just, even if I did end up wanting to take it, I probably would have just gone for 1-to-1 because of all the bearish bias. But even then, I think this is probably good to go for 1-to-2 here because, like I said, it's been going sideways for a long time. You can take a long off the lows, but but here when it bounced early and it made this double top right here, I'll draw it. I was like, okay. At this point, I was kind of thinking, okay, this kind of confirms what I was thinking about how bearish it was. You know, it turned down early, started rushing below the EMA. I did still take another long though. Now, because I was thinking, well, yeah, it bounced early, but realistically, I can think of it as a downtrend break, two legs down. You know, so I was thinking, okay, you know, it's still, I'm sure I can still take longs, but I'm not going to go for crazy targets like 1-to-2. I'm just going to go for 1-to-1. So I took this trade. I was wanting to take just on this bar right here, but I still ended up taking it when this bar formed, just because of the context. I knew I could get out at the EMA or right before the EMA. So downtrend break, two legs down, break out of the overnight lows. Most breakouts fail. I just wanted to get out before the EMA. I didn't want to go for a which I would have made it. Well, actually no, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have made 1-to-2. But you know, I guess that's why. I mean, I just wanted to go for 1-to-1 to the EMA. I I started getting confirmations of the bearishness at this point, so that's what I was thinking there. But here I marked this area. So as we go into this range, um, at this point when we bounced here, I'm not looking for longs anymore. I'm too scared to go long at this point unless we really fade the range. So I'm just looking for shorts off the highs here, and then I skip this, but maybe I shouldn't have. Let me explain it. Uptrend plays out with a break and a new high. So even though we just came off the lows of the range, the overall range, the uptrend did play out, so it's safe to look for shorts again. And so you can also fade this range. So you have these highs, price breaks out. Most breakouts fail. Uptrend's over. Now I was thinking, with how bearish this is, say we got a better bar, like um, say that the bar risk was like this. Say that it was about that size. That's a more regular size for today. I would have definitely wanted to go for 1-to-2 on that trade. And so this bar is twice as big as that. So, I mean, what I would want to do is just probably go for 1-to-1 with so it's bigger risk, and then I'm still going for the same amount had I been going for 1-to-2 with a bigger target. But, you know, it's just really good context, and there's enough room. But, you know, I understand why someone wouldn't want to take it. I didn't take it. It's a huge bar, but realistically, I think it's probably an okay trade, to be honest. So anyway, we push out of the lows again, and I wasn't really wanting to fade. I wasn't looking for a buy to fade the range, but it does fade. But look how down it is. I started trying to draw a downtrend. I couldn't really get anything to fit very well. Like we have this, but it breaks before it even confirms, and then there's only one bounce off the lows, or one. I mean, I only put it. I was only able to put it to here, and then it never tested it again. So I didn't think that this was valid. I tried drawing it another way. I mean, this looks a little better, but it only has two here before breaking, and then it has an overshoot right before the break. I don't think that's valid either. So anyway, we do fade. We get a couple legs up. We resist off the EMA, but then we do push through. We get this uptrend, so we can clearly draw it off these lows, which I drew it a couple ways, but clearly we're in an uptrend here. And so then I take this loss right here. Um, you know, we're in this range. I had it like this when I took the loss. Um, not sure exactly how. Yeah, like that. So basically, I was thinking, okay, we have a second entry long, first entry long, second entry long, and you might be thinking, oh, but you just had an overshoot. Maybe you shouldn't buy off this key entry point, and it's congestive. And I know. Uh, I don't know. I don't know why I took this. I think like so I knew that I could tell there was something wrong with it. I mean, I was thinking, well, it's a second entry long off the key entry point and EMA, and I can get out before these highs with a 1-to-1. So, but realistically, we just had an overshoot. I probably should not have bought off the key entry point. I kind of just overlooked that. It is kind of congestive. It's not a very good trade. So, I took the loss, but I did get this trade right after, and it's clearly a lot better just because you have the uptrend break. You can still expect a new high. Two clear legs back. Let me draw with a two legs back. We have this range breakout. Most breakouts fail, and then I bought because, well, we faded the range. We're in a big, nice uptrend with a break, expecting a new high. So, you can definitely start looking for buys again, which you definitely can't down here once you just keep going lower. But here, the trend's changing, so, I thought it looked pretty decent. But we fade, and I was really tempting to go short here because I was like, yeah, uptrend break, couple attempts at a new high, triple test, but I didn't want to. I couldn't just change my direction. I was thinking long at this point. It was hard to just change to short that fast. Um, we do get this failed second entry here. I don't take it because we have this massive bearish bar, and then we also closed. I mean, I'm not worried about it closing below the EMA, but combined with that huge bearish bar, I was just kind of like, we could bounce early. We did just come off a triple test, with two legs up. So I was kind of worried to buy there. And then I didn't get anything else until this trade. And then I was hitting myself over not taking this, which, oh, dang, this trade's doing really good. I was hitting myself over not taking this, just 1-to-1 to these highs. That's all I wanted to do. I mean, in hindsight, that's what I wanted to do. I was out of the room while it happened. But, God, I wish I was just in the room. So anyway, this range, we have a breakout, pullback. I start drawing this uptrend, which I started drawing it. At first I just saw it as uptrend, break, new high, but then after we kept moving higher here, it became obvious that there's something bigger here. So I drew it off of this right here, and then it held here. So that's how I got this uptrend. And then it fits off the highs clearly too. So anyway, um, where was I? Oh yeah. Um, yeah, right here I think. So after I get this uptrend off of this, which I think I actually don't draw this uptrend until around this area, but I have this uptrend. We have a downtrend break, new low. It's off the key entry point. This is right when I got it, so I actually didn't see this off of the key entry point, but even if I did get this uptrend a little bit earlier, that's still not a good trade. I mean, it's congestive. It's congesting between the channel and the highs, you know, highs of the day, the overnight highs, and the EMA. And there's no good signal bar really. I mean, that's technically a bullish bar, but it just, I don't know, it just looks choppy, kind of. And, you know, the downtrend is technically still in play. It only has one attempt, and then also below the EMA. It's just, I just don't see anything good there. But then here we get like a picture perfect trade. We push up, we make this double top. At this point, the uptrend is very clear. We have a second entry long. The EMA holds with a perfect signal bar. I really like this trade, looking back at it. So just all I would have wanted was 1-to-1. That would have been really nice. So anyway, we make a new high. We have two legs back, and then we get to the trade that I showed. So anyway, looks like we're going up now. Break of this short-term uptrend, and then maybe something else will happen. Um, I'm probably going to trade for just a little bit after I upload this video, but yeah, that's it for the day. Um, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Um, I'm glad I got that live trade recorded because it's satisfying uploading these live trades. Um, it's like I like to look through the channel and just see live trade on a bunch of videos. Oh, and one thing I do want to mention about that is um, I'm probably I've been uploading a lot more live trades recently, trade recordings. But here's the thing: when I upload live trades like earlier, it is kind of distracting from my trading, just getting the recording and everything. So from now on, I think I'm probably not going to upload a live trade before 1 o'clock. My plan is I'm just going to focus on my trading and not worry about the channel or videos or anything until 1, and then at 1, I'll be willing to record any trades, because I'm basically stopping trading at around 2. Um, right now it's 144 at this second, but you know, I'm just, I want to focus on my trading, and I don't want to worry about getting the recording going or anything like that. And it does feel kind of different whenever there's people, watch, because even though it's not technically live streaming, it still feels like there's people watching when you're recording, knowing that you're gonna upload it later. So, you know, probably around 1 is when I'll be more willing to take live trades. I mean, it's not like I'll never upload before then. I mean, every now and then I might record something early and upload it, but from now on, generally, it's just going to be after. I'm not going to post live trades before 1 because, I just want to focus on my trading. So, anyway, I hope that's clear. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope y'all had a good trading day. Um, yeah, and yeah, have a good day.